So Catalonia is an example of a successful cluster policy, mainly because of the economic impacts these type of efforts generate. Talked to many business leaders in this region, and I think that the engagement and the dialogue in these clusters was critical for them. So we've seen that in the ITC sector, we've seen that in the pharma sector, we've traditionally seen that with companies like HP that have been in this region for many years, but that have transformed the role that Catalonia and Barcelona play in their global value system. What I think is particularly useful to see in Catalonia is that actually this cluster program tracks the impact. So we see very clearly that companies in cluster programs have higher investment activity, higher R&D activity, do better on job creation, and do better in internationalization in terms of exports and so on. So Harvard chose this case of Catalonia's cluster policy for three main reasons. First of all, Catalonia is a perfect place to look at this because this region has experimented with cluster-based economic policy approaches for more than 30 years. The second reason is that we are now in a phase where location-based industrial policies are becoming more and more interesting in order to drive these processes forward. Cluster policies are a very effective tool. The third example, clusters and the way that clusters are used for economic policies in Catalonia have really become a benchmark, not just for the European, but for the global community. There are many things that Catalonia has learned how to do better that others can learn from. The methodology that Catalonia used in engaging with clusters led to a different type of engagement with CEOs that we haven't seen so much in other parts of Europe and even other parts of the world. The case is now available through Harvard Business School Publishing, so everyone can download it, can use it. I hope that universities in many parts of the world will use that, both training new business leaders, but also in executive education. Catalonia has become a benchmark, a global benchmark. So a lot of the global thinking on cluster-based economic development actually has come from Catalonia.